I hear what I say. We wish you a Merry Christmas to each one of you.
Boom! What's up, everyone? Mark Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. I don't have my laptop up here, so you're not going to see me looking like this and typing in the question. Brought my iPhone up. Been working downstairs, not in my office. But I wanted to get these done today. I haven't had any of these done. It's from my man Tyler. Yep. Okay. Can you do a more in-depth video on anorexia and eating disorders? Specifically for those struggling with gaining body fat when they begin increasing calories to gain muscle. I've been struggling with anxiety over increasing my calories on a crashed metabolism because of the possibility of this body fat gain, even though I am way underweight, 130 pounds and 5'8". I just want to aim to be at peak physique like yourself and the Hodge twins. Y'all inspire me to start a new journey. You know what? The Hodge twins, there's only a couple people who hate on them. I'm not going to mention who that is. Those gentlemen have helped more people get out of ruts and help them reach their goals. Because they deliver their message, whether you like it or not, in a humorous, uplifting way. And people can follow it and relate to it. And Louis Marco does the same thing. JR, what an inspiration that guy is. Ogus. I mean, Nick Wright, you guys need to spend a day with Nick Wright. He's an infectious personality. Even Van with his Bro Fitness, just getting started. I mean, he has a way of getting through to people. And, you know, I just want to give props and say, you know what? The haters, they're all wrong about the Hodge twins. That's why their following is much bigger than their dissent. Dissent, not decent, but they are decent guys. I just want to aim to be a peak physique, and reassuring words you can lend or some facts on body fat gain would really help. Thanks, Machine, and Merry Christmas. As a trainer in this industry and as someone who's worked in this industry for what's now over 13 years, I'm getting old as fuck. I've seen a lot. And when I was training people and we had an opportunity with Team Salvation, the largest online free personal training program, I believe, in the history of the industry, as far as hands-on personal training, absolutely free. I don't think anybody else even has done that. Not even close to the extent we did. We noticed that I used to think anorexia, bulimia were a women's thing. You know, I never thought a male could want to be skinny. I always see, because my mindset, it's hard to empathize till you see it. My mindset was always, well, I want to get muscular. I don't even think when I was a kid I wanted to be skinny. You know, I remember when I was a chunky kid, kids used to make fun of me for my weight. I remember when I was a kid, I had He-Man and G.I. Joe. I just wanted to be muscular and lean. I never used the word skinny. So for me, when I was 24 and we launched that program, to realize that so many men deal with that condition, it was mind-blowing. Mind equals blown. It was hard to digest. And then I met all those people. I trained people personally with eating disorders. And it's such a debilitating thing. And also, I'm not going to mention names, but I had a person I was very close to, he was very close to, a spouse, a sibling, one of the two. Not going to narrow it down, or else you'll figure it out maybe. They had an eating disorder, and the feeling of helplessness with that individual who's a fitness professional not being able to help. I mean, you know, it's the first time I've ever sat there and cried with another dude. I mean, just cried. He started crying, I started crying in public. I mean, it was one of those just weird situations. It's a debilitating thing, and it's not something to joke about. The fat guy wearing the shirt, I beat anorexia, you know what? It might have been funny to me when I was 19. It's not funny now. It's nothing to joke about. It's a severe, whether it's a genetic condition, which I'm not going to say, or a condition based on societal factors. It's a condition. It's a serious one. Health effects, I mean, from anorexia and bulimia are tremendous. Tremendous. So, here's the deal. Words of encouragement. First of all, go see a doctor. Meet with a psychologist, psychiatrist, psychotherapist, whichever one. meet with them frequently. It is something you will always live with. A drug addict is always a drug addict, and a person with an eating disorder always has that. It's with you forever. Forever. And to see what these people have gone through and how they want it to go away, and to see that it cannot go away, you just need to realize, I always put things in perspective, whatever your issue is. You know, my mother had a drug problem. My father had an eating problem, another eating disorder. He couldn't stop. He died of type 2 diabetes. My mother is still alive, but is pretty much alone because of her abuse, her substance abuse problem. And as much as we try and reach out, some people just can't be helped. And what I've learned is to put things in perspective. And if I get a little religious here, by all means, replace God with love or fate. Not fate, but karma. Okay, put things in perspective. People care about you. Anorexia, bulimia will kill you. It's like smoking. It's like overeating. Every decision I make in my life, be it a business decision, a decision to go to the gym at 5 a.m. versus 5 p.m. because my daughter has a soccer game, is all based on a few principles, a few variables, a few tenets, a few whatever you want to call them, of my decision-making process. One is ethics. Does it fit my ethical set? 2 is family. How does this affect my family and those I love? 3 is God. I mean, I'm sorry, I make decisions based on God. I might curse a lot. I've cursed a lot in this video too. And I do some things, you know. But overall, I do have a belief in a higher power. And whether that be karma, for you who don't believe in God, for me, it's, you know what? If there is an afterlife, I want to do something that I can go to the gates and say, hey, look, it was good. All right, I did my thing. I helped, I was reading Matt Ogus. He had a Facebook post, Ogus Flex for All too. And he had a post about he helped an old lady across the street, and then she said he has to accept Jesus to get into heaven. And he was like, well, isn't helping old ladies cross the road enough to get into heaven? And that's my thought. I agree with you, Matt. And so I live by those things. You know, is this something my kids would be proud of me for? Is this something that I can live a longer life for? Is this something that will affect those around me? Anorexia, bulimia will indeed affect the ones you love, affect your family, and it will affect your health negatively, leading to a shorter and less desirable and less quality of life existence on this earth. So what you need to do is, before you don't eat, or before you're afraid to eat because you might put on a couple pounds and basically starve yourself of nutrients, just think about who you're hurting. Think about those around you. Don't be afraid to gain a little bit of weight to get up. Dude, 5'8", 130, it's not a lot, man. It's not a lot. And that's dangerously light. And I beg you, I implore you, every time you think about sliding back into that life, think about the ones you love. Think about what it would do to them if you weren't here anymore. Think about what it would do to them to see you in the hospital with a feeding tube because whatever happened. And if you're bulimic, think about the disastrous effects on your digestive system. I've seen it firsthand. It's not pretty. It's not something to joke about. Seek professional help immediately. And if you know somebody, for those of you watching this video who do not have this, don't take it lightly. It doesn't just go away. It is a long, arduous road to fix this. And it is never not there. Once a drug user, you know why the steps of Alcoholics Anonymous. I had a distributor, a foreign distributor, not going to mention what country, was addicted to crack. I've seen him go in and out of Narcotics Anonymous, get the 6-month chip, fall right back in. And I'd go stay at his house and he'd be fine. The next week his partner would call me and say, hey, he slipped back in again. And I'd go back and I'd talk to him on the phone and I'd give him words of encouragement. No matter how hard he tried, he failed. Strong people have failed at beating addictions. And this disorder is just like it. It's just like it. You just got to put it up here. You got to seek professional help. So that's it, man. I wish you the best, and if you need someone to talk to, just email me, mark@tigerfitness.com. I'll reply. My cell phone's right there in my signature. All right? marc@tigerfitness.com. Call me anytime if you need some support. Mark Lobliner, tigerfitness.com. I'm not going to do the It's Not a Game thing because we all know this disorder is not a game. Peace out.